including the date, including those the new team that has been selected by Wafula Chebukati to lead this second presidential election. Are there any other issues apart from this that we'll be seeing moving forward? And also, are we likely to see IEBC bend its back really to have, NASA or Jubilee have their way in regards to the court date, not court date, I beg your pardon, but, the election date and all these other issues?
Maybe to start with your last part of your questions, yesterday we saw a very serious communication from IEBC Chair Wanyonyi Wafula Chebukati responding to Jubilee Party Secretary General Raphael Tuju. Of course, it was after Tuju wrote a letter in what IEBC said amounted to profiling of specific individuals or officers at the Commission. Tuju's letter was strongly worded, and they'd listed several individuals that they say they are not comfortable with taking any role in the fresh elections for October 17th. Of course, in Chebukati's own words, he asked Tuju to bear in mind that IEBC is an independent commission and therefore not subject to any directions from whichever political outfit. And he quoted that just as he had communicated to NASA, nobody can dictate to them what to do, because according to him, IEBC is an independent body. But the issues, of course, interestingly, Jubilee from Saturday, Sunday, unlike NASA, they had said nobody should attack or give any directions to IEBC, and IEBC will have to conduct the elections. Therefore, when yesterday's letter from the Secretary General came out, of course, it could have been a surprise, but we are not so sure whether that was as a result of a raft of changes that the chairman had carried out or engineered the previous evening. Of course, there also talks that the commission, there is a split in the commission, some that are for the changes that were effected by the chair, while some are opposed. So we are not so sure how this will finally, how the matter will finally settle at the end of the day. But remember, in terms of issues that NASA had, immediately after that nullification, top on the agenda was key changes in several departments. They listed a number of individuals that they demanded that they have to be removed. Of course, we are still awaiting final judgment from the Supreme Court to know what could have been the specific recommendations from the Supreme Court that goes hand in hand with the nullification of the presidential election results. And therefore, so some of the changes is what NASA had demanded before the issue of the date came. Of course, when IEBC settled for October 17th, which a few hours earlier, the CS for Education and Acting Interior CS Fred Matiang'i had said that they'd made specific requests to IEBC that the election should be before or on 17th. Anything beyond that would affect the academic calendar. Then at the end of the day, IEBC came out and said that they've settled for that date, which has subsequently been gazetted. So election date, a change of staff at IEBC, and then also the issue of the printer. NASA wants that Al Ghurair should not be given again that opportunity to print the presidential ballot paper. Of course, the issue of results transmission. So those are key issues that NASA might be bringing on the table. Remember yesterday, they had their parliamentary group meeting in a strategy to map out, and these are some of the issues that they were saying, that under this particular return or repeat elections, there will be no second guessing. Therefore, they have a raft of proposals that to them, if IEBC sticks to that, then they believe that will level the ground. So those could be the issues that we'll be expecting. If at all it will be a NASA IEBC affair, those are the issues that they'll be put on the table. If it will be a joint meeting that will bring together NASA, Jubilee, and of course IEBC, then we expect Jubilee also to work on the negotiating table with also a list of its own proposals, and therefore it will be interesting to see how they will navigate under these murky waters, at least to get a common ground on way forward, Betty.
All right, Duncan, thank you for that. Now, also looking into some of the concerns that Jubilee has raised, and they're saying that some of the members of that new team are part